come back into the studio and there's a group joining me for a conversation. Interesting what they do. ReachOut Africa. They are reaching out to us this morning and to all of you. And we have a conversation with Monique Ohenewa and Kroma together with Abna Tiwa Kusi, Vice President, ReachOut Africa. Monique is President, ReachOut Africa. Ladies, a very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining me. Both of them
Having
lawyers, by the way. So we're going to do a bit of... Just tell me, for starters, ReachOut Africa. I'm sure those watching us are very curious. What is ReachOut Africa? I'll start with you, Monique. What is it all about? Okay. And when did you even start this?
Okay, ReachOut Africa started way back in 2018 as students.
5 years?
So, yes, 5 years ago. And ReachOut Africa is made up of a group of young professionals who are like-minded in bringing relief to the spirited communities in Africa. So as the name suggests, in 2018, we sat down and we saw that change can not only be effected in Ghana, but we can go beyond our borders and reach out to the spirited communities in Africa, especially the disaster-stricken communities in Africa. So that's the whole idea behind ReachOut Africa. So it's not only Ghanaian-based, but we have members all over countries in Africa.
I guess that also explains why the name, because you're reaching out.
Definitely.
But Abna, give us a bit of a background to this organization. She's told us about some of what you do, but why did you even start up with this? And why did you? I know you were one of the startup members, right?
Yes, I am. So the background of this organization is that, well, we started out as students, and we looked at our environment. We looked at people who had challenges, people we saw and thought we could reach them. So we started with hit the street campaigns. We used to donate food, Christmas seasons, and then we thought of the youth. They need inspiration. They need some kind of guidance. So we had a campaign, high school tour, where we went to St. Louis Senior High School, we went to Asanteman, yes, so to give them inspiration, So that was how it started. Then the idea came, we are not just limited to Ghana. And
so you decided to spread your tentacles.
Yes, and actually,
go beyond Ghana.
Yes, we had a major project in Wa.
Okay.
Yes, we had, it was a village called Jaglu. Yes, we had a massive outreach where we had medical screening, food donation, where to a high school there last year, Tolu. We had to speak to the children, and then there were actual concerns. And so that was how it started, and that's where we are going to right now.
That's interesting, and some of the things you've done, especially in the Boku area, interesting there. But your membership, there's a core membership, and has it grown? What is it like? Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it has actually grown very significantly, because as at when we went to WA, we were probably 20, yes. Yeah. But now we can count around 50 people, and they are active, joining us on our online platforms. We have meetings, and they are very instrumental in driving this vision. Yes, so we have actually grown quite significantly.
And that's very good to hear. But Monique, what would you say is the main aim, or are the main aims of ReachOut, this initiative? And maybe tell us about some of the projects you've embarked on beyond what Abna has told us.
Sure. So the main aim of ReachOut Africa is that we find a need and get a solution to it. And we also reach out to the spirited communities in Africa. So what we did in 2021 is that we found a community in the Upper West region. It's called Jaglu. It's a very remote community. It doesn't have lights, no access to social amenities that we have. And the distance,
the very things we take for granted.
Yes,
we don't even have.
Yes, the distance from Jaglu to the main town, it's quite a distance. we actually went with a car, and that was about 2 hours drive. So imagine this person in the small community, or this pregnant woman in the small community with no access to hospital. You know, it's terrible. So went to Jaglu. There was no hospital in Jaglu, so we had a free health screening for them. And we also went on an SHS store. You know, these are people in secluded areas, and they need people to look up to. And here we are as young lawyers, young doctors, and these people found so much inspiration in us. Most of them wanted to be doctors. They didn't know how, because they don't have access to the phones and the, you know, the technology that we have. So that is what we did basically in Jaglu in the Upper West region.
So again, heartwarming, you know, things you've been doing as young people, 5 years in the making. But what then is your next project? I know you have something big coming up. Tell us about that.
So in November this year, God willing, ReachOut Africa is spreading its wings. We are launching our first international project in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So there was...
The DRC?
Yeah, DRC.
What's happening there?
Yes. So there was a volcanic eruption in Democratic Republic of Congo in a city called Goma. And there was also, right after the volcanic eruption, there was also war. And it has forced about 200,000 people to get displaced. And these people are settling at the border of Rwanda, living in tents. You know, some have displaced families. They don't see no source of livelihood at all. So what we are doing is that we are going to give them hope. So we are going to have a massive food donation in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And what we are doing to make that a success is that we are launching a social media campaign where we reach out to international organizations, let them know that this is what is happening in the Democratic Republic of Congo that you don't know. So please come to their aid. So we've launched a social media campaign, the Rise Above campaign, where we let people know that this is what is happening. So that is what we'll be doing for the project. And also, as I said earlier, we are going to have a food donation. We're also going to get them, you know, they are displaced, they are living in refugee camps. So we are going to get them a proper accommodation. Aside that, we are going to give them grants to start off their own business, to start up their lives again.
Sounds like quite a lot.
Yeah, quite a lot that we are going to be doing.
And I'll come back to the bit about the social media campaign and, of course, your outreach. You're reaching out, your outreach to organizations and other individuals, corporate organizations to assist. But coming to you, Abna, what other steps are you taking in preparation? Because this is a big one. You are taking a giant leap from Ghana all the way to, you know, the DR Congo.
Yes, so as Monique said, we are starting with a social media campaign, and this is one of them. We are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we are also going to have a fundraising event, yes, and also officially launching the group, the organization. So we are actually going to have a fundraising event on the 20th of October at the Lancaster Hotel, former Golden Tulip, yes, in Kumasi. Yes, and so we are having a massive fundraiser and also a lunch where we are getting our names out there. We are letting people know this is what we do, and we are passionate about it. Yes.
That's an interesting one. So she mentioned social media. Do you have any handles? Is it ReachOut Africa across social media?
So reach_out_Africa.
Reach_out_Africa across social media.
Yes, social media.
Instagram?
Yes.
Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
We are not on Twitter.
Okay, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
I think you mentioned Facebook.
Yeah.
But in terms of, before we get back to the fundraiser and what, you know, people can do, who can be a member of your group?
Anybody at all can be a member. You know, people get so scared that, oh, these are professionals. But once you have the heart for people, you know, we are serious people. We are not joking. So once you have the heart for people and you are willing to work hard, contribute to make people's life better, you are qualified to join. I mean, we have somebody who is a toilet engineer as part of the organization. So anybody at all, once you have the heart, you have
a passion for what
people.
you are doing.
Yes,
they can join you.
Definitely.
So from all walks of life, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. Once you have that passion and you want to assist humanity, you can join them. But how can they reach you? Social media, are there any ways they can reach out to you?
Yes, so our social media is active, as I mentioned, reach_out_Africa. And we also, our contacts, you can reach out to us on 0555 328535. So it's 0555 555 328535. So let me take it again, it's very important. 0555 328535. So you can WhatsApp us if you want to be a member, if you want to make history, if you want to be a part of this project that we're embarking on. Just reach out to us and we'll work together.
So I'm sure you're reaching out to the corporate organizations, individuals who are willing to participate,
yes.
as well as those who are willing to donate. So to cap off the conversation, let's look at the fundraiser and what you are hoping to achieve. About how much are you hoping to raise? Are there items, valuables that people can bring on board? Both of you, I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Abna.
So with the project at hand, it's a massive project. And we are actually looking at a huge number, at least
as many as possible, eh?
Yes, as many
as possible.
Since it's
but do you have a target?
Since it's a launch, we are looking at everybody coming. You know, once you have the heart, you want to donate, you can come in and make your donation. It's a launch. So as part of the fundraiser, we want to tell the world that there's an organization called ReachOut Africa. So if you are interested, you can come in and make your donation. So aside the fundraiser, it's also a launch.
All right. So that number, I will reiterate it, apart from reaching out to ReachOut Africa at reach_out_Africa on Instagram and Facebook. You can call that number 0555 328535. Did I get that correct?
Yes.
0555 328535. A lot of fives in there, so you can give them 5 of everything you are thinking of. Any final words from Monique and Abna? I'll start with you, Monique.
So basically, I'll say that, you know, I'm calling on private individuals, international organizations, everyone to help support the people of Democratic Republic of Congo, because this is a natural disaster. It can happen to anybody at all. You know, it can just happen to anybody. So I'm giving a call to everyone, the general public. It doesn't matter the amounts that you have. It can give somebody hope. So just give us a call on 0555 328535. Make your donations and let's do this together. Let's put smiles on the faces of these people. Let's make the world a better place for them. And you know, one thing, I was having a conversation with one of them, you know, it's a refugee camp, so it has a lot of military men. I was just having a conversation with them and he said that these people, all that they need is hope. They need, you know, as young people, they are not in school. Their lives are just shattered like that. All they need from us is hope. Somebody to tell them that the world, they don't even need the food. Somebody to tell them that the world can be a better place. And that is what ReachOut Africa seeks to achieve.
All right. Abna, I know there are some people who may be watching us who are also concerned sometimes about accountability mechanisms. I know you have all of that in place. So you can come on board and everything will be done in the interest of our brothers and sisters. Final words, Abna?
Yes. So Monique has said a lot, and I would like to emphasize on the fact that our arms are open to everybody. Once you have the compassion for people, once you have the dream at heart, and you want to fuel this campaign, you are very welcome. And so it's a rare chance to make history. And as a Ghanaian-based international organization, it's rare. And so we all have a chance to make history. We all have an opportunity to make this a reality. So I am entreating everybody who has compassion for people, who is passionate about people, let's all come on board and let's make it an us game. Everybody did it. Thank you.
Thank you.
It reminds me of Ubuntu. We are because you are.
Yeah.
And you may not be able to go to the DR Congo, but your resources will be able to get there and help them get there as well. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining the conversation.
Thank you very much.
From ReachOut Africa, we've had Monique Ohinewa Nkrumah, President, ReachOut Africa, and Abnatiwa Kusi, Vice President, ReachOut Africa. Let me just also mention that there was a strong man who, followed them here. He is not in the picture, but also contributing his bits. Nanabafo Akoto is the organizer. Shouts to him. Now, before we return on the AM show, your favorite TV game show in Ghana, Step Up, is back with another amazing season. This time, we're stepping up with Syntax Tank. Step Up with Syntax Tank will see contestants answer trivia questions to win cash prizes of between 400 Ghana cedis and over 6,000 Ghana cedis weekly, as well as other products from our sponsors. This season, you, viewing at home, should watch out for the Syntax Tank question of the week. Now, be the first to answer correctly via WhatsApp or SMS to the number 0508 338 888 and win incredible prizes from sponsors. The person who answers most of the weekly questions the fastest gets a 65-inch Samsung television at the end of the season. So, step up with Syntax Tank. It's a unique television experience. Step Up with Syntax Tank is sponsored by Bell Ice, MTN Momo, and Angel Cola. Now, no matter your water needs, Syntax Tank has it all. Syntax Tank, of course, is the first to introduce double-layer tanks, and now you can have as many layers as you want, customized. It's the first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana, and now they're introducing to you the customer specifications order, which lets you order any color and any size of your preference. Syntax Tank gives you the longest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you in Ghana currently. So whatever your water consumption, size of project, or demand, choose Syntax Tank. We have agents nationwide. Just reach us on 0244 335 168 or shop online at syntaxgh.com. Syntax Tank, a strong, a tough. We'll be right back.